This is lesson 1-9A, solving quadratic inequalities. There's going to be 5 main steps in this procedure. Rewrite the inequality as an equation. Try to factor the equation. If not, you've got the quadratic formula. Find the zeros, which will be known as the critical points. Test the critical points into the original inequality, and then write the solution. So here we go. Example 1. Solve x squared minus 3x minus 4 is greater than 0. It's important to realize that quadratic inequalities are much different than quadratic equations. Our very first step is going to be write it as an equation just to go through this process. So I'll just change that to an equal sign. X squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0. It's important to realize that this is the original problem, so I just want to emphasize that so we don't forget about it. Okay, then in this equation we're going to try to factor. We can x squared minus x minus 4 x plus 1 equals 0. Then we can find the zeros very simply. X equals 4 or x equals negative 1. And these are going to be known as the critical points. What I'm going to do is on my number line, I'm going to plot those critical points just so I can get a visual. So I've got negative 1 and I've got 4. I'm drawing open circles because my inequality was greater than 0, not greater than or equal to 0. So just to be consistent with previous notation. All right, whenever you get 2 critical points or 2 zeros, you'll always have 3 intervals. And all I've got to do now is test points in the intervals to see which ones satisfy the original inequality. And I'll do that right now. All right, so I'll call this region 1. I'll call this region 2. And I'll call this region 3. All right, so I'll just pick the friendliest points I can find. I'll just choose negative 2. All right, so I'm going to write it in this, or test it in this original inequality. So I'm testing that point right there. So is negative 2 squared minus 3 times negative 2 minus 4, is it greater than 0? Okay, well that's going to be 4 plus 6 minus 4. Is that bigger than 0? Is 6 bigger than 0? Yes. So I call this a good region. Okay, I'll test any point in this region. 0 is going to be my friendliest point, so I'll test that one. Okay, and the original inequality is 0 squared minus 3 times 0 minus 4 bigger than 0. Is negative 4 greater than 0? No. So that means this is a bad region. Finally, I'll check a point over here. I'll just check 5. And I've got I'll go over here. Is 5 squared minus 3 times 5 minus 4. Is that greater than 0? 25 minus 15, 10, 10 minus 4. Is 6 greater than 0? Yes. So that means this is a good region. All right, so I've got a good region here, a bad region here, a good region here. So my solution is going to be all x's in the good region, which is x's less than negative 1, or all x's in this region, which will be x greater than 4. So I'll just write my solution. I'll say x less than negative 1, or x greater than 4. One note, if the original problem had stated less than 0 as opposed to greater than 0, then my good region would have been here, and my solution would have been x sandwiched between a -1 and a +4. Okay, there you have it. How to solve a quadratic inequality.